Hey, my friend, have you ever wondered what is self-love? How do I even practice self-love? You've been hearing about it everywhere, but you're not sure where to start. Well, I got you covered. I am Michelle, your inner healing coach, and today we are going to talk about self-love, and you're going to walk away with techniques you can start practicing today to start to love yourself a little better. So if you have a journal with you or a piece of paper, write down the word miracle. Now remember, you are a miracle. But that's not the reason I'm making you write down the word miracle. The reason we're writing down the word miracle is because miracle is an acronym to all the steps you need to take for your self-love journey, for you to love yourself fully and step into your worth. So what is miracle an acronym for? Well, M in miracle stands for mindfulness. You see, when you start your self-love journey, you need to be aware of that inner self-talk that you have. You need to catch your limiting beliefs, those negative thoughts and negative emotions. And the best way to do that is by practicing mindfulness, because mindfulness is a practice where you just stay with your thoughts, you stay with your emotions, you stay with those behaviors, you observe them, and you observe them with kindness, without judgment, as the observer. So rather than just being that anger, you pause, and you just watch your anger. You notice where you're feeling it. You notice what is happening. You notice the negative thoughts that are coming into your head. You notice the limiting beliefs driving the thoughts. And you're not an autopilot program, you're just watching with kindness. You're becoming aware. With that awareness, you guys, we cannot make a change in our life, right? So awareness is step number one, which is mindfulness. Now, if you are looking for a technique to just start off with, the best technique is just become mindful of your own breathing. It's a simple tool to just start off with, okay? You can even close your eyes and just notice the quality of your breath. Maybe do it with me right now. Let's do it together. Just close your eyes. And just notice where you feel your inhales, where you feel your exhales. You're just staying with your breath. You're not changing it. You're just noticing how sometimes the mind wanders. And when it wanders, you just need to bring it back to the breath. Beautiful. You may open your eyes now. How was that exercise for you? Was it hard for you to just focus on your breath? And by the way, I'm going to post some links to some meditations that you can start using right away to practice mindfulness. Now, the other part of the journey, I in Miracle, stands for identity. Now, a huge part of self-love is to become familiar or become aware of the way you identify yourself. You see, before I went on this journey of self-love, my identity was tied to me being a therapist. My identity was tied to me being a mom, being a daughter, being from a particular country. And the problem with this is the roles in your life, or if you have identified with your likes and dislikes, these can all change. So your identity needs to be something that is unchanging, something that you know in your core you are. So for me, my new identity is I am love, I'm peace, I'm joy. I'm not perfectly loving, I'm not perfectly joyful, but that's who I am in my core, right? I am growing every day. Ask yourself, what is that identity that you can step into that's unchanging? That's unshakable. No matter if the roles change in your life, you know who you are on the inside. Your likes and dislikes could change, but who you are inside does not change. Okay, that's identity. Now, R in the miracle stands for refocusing your emotions. You know, a huge part of self-love is realizing that it is not loving to be in a state of victimhood. It's not loving to be in states of anger and sadness and anxiety and fears for long periods of time. Because what it does to your body, to your cells, is it releases high levels of cortisol. And this high levels of cortisol, as it bathes all your cell, what it is doing is it's doing a lot of wear and tear, not only to your cells, but also to your nervous system. So one of the things in your self-love journey should be refocusing your emotions, learning how to regulate your emotions, growing your emotional intelligence. Now, M.I.R.A. in Miracle, A stands for affirmations. Now, we all use affirmations. The only difference is many times before our self-love journey, we use a lot of negative affirmations. I remember I used to say to myself a lot, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did that. I am this, I am that. Oh, I am fat, or whatever it is, right? That I am is a powerful word. And be careful of the word that you choose to put after your I am. Because I am something negative, the more and more you repeat it, it becomes part of your subconscious programming. It becomes part of who you are. So watch out for the negative programming that you have. Watch out for your negative self-talk, the negative self-affirmations that you have. And this is where mindfulness comes in handy, where you're just observing, you're becoming more aware of those thoughts, aware of those emotions. Okay, so that is A, and you get to shift that. Once you observe what your negative affirmations are, you get to shift. For today, I'm going to give you a few affirmations to get started because this is great for your self-love journey. And write these down. Here are 4 affirmations to get you started on your journey. You can even do these affirmations by looking at a mirror, or when you wake up in the morning, just say this to yourself, okay? The first one, I am enough. I am enough. I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of love from others and from myself. Yes, in your self-love journey, remember, you are worthy of love. I'm worthy of love from myself and from others. Third one, I am valuable. I am valuable. Fourth one, life is always happening for me, not to me. You're not a victim. It's happening for you. Whatever is happening in your life, it's happening for you. And you can't see it yet, but a few years down the road, when you look back, you can see how much you've grown from some of those negative experiences. Life is happening for you. So remember these affirmations, start to use them. Let this be something you repeat every time rather than repeating, I'm so stupid, or I'm not beautiful, or I'm fat, or whatever it is, right? No longer shaming yourself. Okay, that's A, affirmations. Now, C in Miracle stands for compassion. Compassion for self and others. Now, this compassion is such a huge concept that many people don't know how to practice. You see, a lot of us think, or even me, before I went on the self-love journey, I used to think the best way to motivate myself was to be my worst critique. And we all do that, right? We critique ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to make mistakes. When we make a mistake, we're so hard on ourselves. Do you do that? Now we need to start to practice compassion. When we are struggling, are you hard on yourself when you struggle? Let me give you 3 techniques that you can use when you're struggling in life. How do you practice self-compassion? Number one thing is, again, going back to the mindfulness. A mindfulness component is so important. First of all, you need to become aware that you are struggling. You are suffering in life. Or maybe it's a difficult situation you're going through. And you get to say that to yourself. I am struggling right now. Whatever that situation is, practice compassion. I am struggling right now. Number 2, you need to remember the common humanity. So you need to remember that you are not alone in your struggle. Everyone feels this way sometimes. Remember this sentence. Everyone feels the way you are feeling sometimes. We all feel pain. We all feel hurt. We all feel this way sometimes. Remember that, because when we suffer, we tend to think we're alone in our suffering. And that causes a lot of turmoil, emotional turmoil, because you're thinking, I can't share my problem with anybody because I'm the only one struggling through it. And that's not true. Now, the third thing is ask yourself, if a friend was going through this, what would I say to them? If I had a friend going through this situation or the struggle that I'm going through, what is it that I would say to this friend? Right? Ask yourself that question. And if you are going through a struggling time right now, ask yourself, what would you say if this was your friend? Now, that's compassion. Remember, compassion is a huge component of self-love because you cannot practice self-love if you are your worst critic. Many of us are bullying ourselves instead of practicing some self-compassion. So self-compassion is a powerful, powerful technique or tool you need to practice in your journey of self-love. Now, L is letting go through forgiveness. This is a powerful one. Remember, forgiveness does not mean you're condoning the action. Forgiveness does not mean that you are saying, hey, it was okay for someone else to treat me this way. It was okay what happened in my life. No, absolutely not. That is not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is, and you know what? Nelson Mandela actually said it really well. He said, forgiveness is taking poison and expecting the other person to die. Yeah, think about it. How many people are living rent-free in your mind right now? People you haven't forgiven, and you keep replaying and thinking about them over and over again. And the more and more you are practicing resentment, guess what hormones are released into your body? That's correct. Cortisol. Cortisol is being released into your body. More and more you're resentful. More and more you're angry about that situation or towards that person. You are destroying your life. You're destroying your peace, your joy, and your health. And they are living happily and don't care. So forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is freeing yourself from the chains and from the bondage you have placed yourself in. And once again, remember, forgiveness is not about condoning. It is about releasing the grip the other person has on you. Do you know what the best revenge is? The best revenge is you finding your happiness. That's right. Hear this again. You need to find your happiness. You want to take revenge? Find your joy. That is the best revenge. Because when someone hurts you, that means they're coming from a place of hurt. And hurt people hurt others. So because they were hurt, they hurt you. Now you don't need to go around taking on that hurt. You have a choice. You can just let it go, give it back, find your joy. That is the best revenge. Now, the other thing to do is not only forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. Have you forgiven yourself? Sometimes you think you did something really horrible. And let me tell you something, that's what made you human. And you're not the only one. Let's talk about that common humanity. Everyone has done horrible things in their life. Now what you get to do is you get to forgive yourself. Get to forgive yourself and step into who you are meant to be. That's forgiving yourself. Now, E in M.I.R.A.C.L.E stands for extinguish the pain and move into your purpose. Now, this is powerful because if you truly want to practice self-love, you need to also change the story about who you are on this planet as well. You need to recognize and realize how valuable you are. You are one of a kind. Everything you went through, there was a reason for it. If you have a story that's disempowering, your story that doesn't serve you, a story that keeps you in victimhood, I want you to pause and take a look at your life. And if your story has been one of victim, take a moment and look at these circumstances where you believed you were the victim and shift your mindset, shift the way you're thinking, and see what was the growth I attained from it. Who did I become as a result of those experiences? Who am I today? I am who I am today because of those experiences. I do what I do today because of those experiences. And you realize because of the experiences from your past that you are strong. Look at you. You're here. If you're watching this video, you're into self-growth. And you're in a powerful place. Because you are evolving into who you're meant to be. You're stepping more into your gifts and your strengths. and that is extinguishing the pain and moving into your purpose. Of course, this is just basic level, and we go much deeper, and I go much deeper in the book You Are Enough, a transformation journey to finding your inner happiness and peace. And the whole miracle program is in this book with all the exercises, and we also have an online course if you're ready to dive deeper, because the exercises in the course is deeper than the level of the book. You're in level 1, buy the book. Level 2, get the course and dive deep into your self-love journey. Because let me tell you, self-love journey is a journey where you find your true freedom. Because self-love, my friend, is you accepting your strengths and your flaws and realizing you are whole in spite of your flaws and your strength. You bring them together and you see your wholeness. You're not broken, you are always whole. The healing is when you integrate the two parts. The healing happens when you look at that dark side of you. Look at the wounds that you have suppressed. When you shine light into those dark spaces, you heal. So congratulations on embarking on your healing journey. I know you're watching this video because you are on your healing journey. And if you have any questions at all, I'm always here to help you, to guide you. You can email me, comment below, or reach out to me at info@rewiringminds.com, and I'll see you there. Bye, my friend. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Bye.